Hello everyone, happy Odaiba Day, and in this video I'm going to be going over the best watch order for the anime for people who are new to Digimon and completely starting fresh with the franchise. So I have gone over the chronological order of the anime, video games, manga, CD dramas, etc. However, that original video that I released a few years ago and the blog post that I released a few years before that isn't really beginner friendly, and a lot of the things that were mentioned, like the WonderSwan games and the CD dramas, aren't easily accessible, aren't legally accessible, and aren't always completely 100% necessary knowledge to know just to enjoy the anime. So this will be a complete beginner, complete start of watching the anime, and also things that are a little bit easier to get your hands on. So a lot of those things that I mentioned in the original video aren't easily accessible and also aren't all widely released in English. So this one is a lot easier to look at that. However, having said that, before we get into it, it's a huge shame that the Digimon movie never got a release in English in DVD collections like we saw in Japanese. We had all of the Digimon movies released in Japanese on Blu-ray, but we never got to see all of those movies re-released again in English. And it's such a shame because a lot of these are actually quite fun and quite enjoyable, but they never got a wider release. Even the Digimon movie hasn't been re-released on DVD since its original release. It's been released on VHS and DVD, so it did get a home release. However, it hasn't been released since, which is a shame. The rest of the anime has, just not the original Digimon movie. So that's a shame. So I can't really mention any of those movies because they didn't get a wider release in English. So that's a shame. If you can get your hands on it, I'd suggest watching them. However, they're not, except for the first one, they didn't get home releases in English. Huge shame. So, we can't mention them. But in any case, I just thought I'd mention that before we get into it. It is a shame because a lot of them do actually tie in sort of to the anime, especially the Digimon movie. So let's move on and let's start. So as I mentioned, no WonderSwan references in this video, so this will just be anime, and it'll just be things that you can go out and watch either on Crunchyroll or get a DVD from the shops that's still on sale now. So it'll be a little bit easier than just hey, get this cartridge and get this console that's obsolete from Japan. Cool, thanks, next. CD drama. No, it won't be that. So let's get started. So first off, the English DVD box set that has the first 5 seasons is still, as of recording this, readily available, at least it is in Australia. So that's a great thing to pick up if you're going through this and you need to watch a certain series of the original 5 seasons of the anime. So it's basically something you can just watch season 1, Adventure, and then so on. So you watch Adventure, which is season 1, and then you move on to season 2, which is called 02. And once you're done with 02, you can put aside your box set for now, and you can watch all of Try, which is also available on, I think it's on Apple Movies, or whatever it's called. I think it might be on YouTube as well, but more easily is picking up a DVD or Blu-ray box set of all of Try. So Try takes a few years after the events of 02, and it's available on Crunchyroll or on DVD or Blu-ray, and there's a complete box set, as I mentioned, available too. Once you're done with Try, pick up Last Evolution Kizuna, which is also released on DVD and Blu-ray. As far as I'm aware, it's not streaming anywhere. Feel free to prove me wrong in the comments, but it's available on DVD and Blu-ray pretty easily, so you can pick that up. Now you're done with Adventure 02, Try, and Kizuna. If you want more of Adventure, there's the 2020 reboot of the series. So it's called Digimon Adventure, and there's got some colon. We call it Digimon Adventure colon, Digimon Adventure Reboot, or Digimon Adventure 2020. So this is available for streaming on Crunchyroll and VBV or something in America. I'm not sure what it is. I'm Australian, forgive me. But it is available on Crunchyroll, which I would suggest getting a subscription of for the purpose of this list. So Adventure colon, you can watch that. It's optional, you don't really need to watch it. It doesn't really tie into the original Adventure too much, but you may as well watch it here if you're interested. So back to your DVD box set, continue on with Season 3, which is Tamers, and then Season 4, which is Frontier, and then finish off the set with Season 5, Data Squad. Next, if you haven't already gotten one for Digimon Adventure : get yourself a Crunchyroll subscription and get binging. So here you can watch all of Cross Wars, which is the 6th season, and it's all on Crunchyroll in Japanese with English subtitles. There are over 70 episodes of it, including the 3rd part, which is called Young Hunters, and it's sometimes also seen as the 7th season of Digimon. So Young Hunters was never dubbed into English anyway, so you don't have to worry about fetching some old DVDs which are now out of print for Cross Wars, because only the 1st season of Cross Wars got a DVD release in Australia, and only the 1st season came on TV in Australia for Cross Wars for some reason. So yeah, it's all on Crunchyroll in terms of Cross Wars and Young Hunters. Now you're done with Cross Wars and Young Hunters, don't unsubscribe from Crunchyroll just yet, because the next season of Digimon is also on there. So it's called Digimon Universe Appy Monsters, and like Young Hunters, it never received an English dub. It did get dubbed into, I think, French, and I think it was also released in Taiwan, but I'm not 100%, maybe Korea. I'm not really 100%, but in terms of the English version, the subtitles are on Crunchyroll. So that's what you'd watch now. Now you're done with that one, you can then get started on the currently airing series of Digimon, which is coming out around 12:30 PM Australian time on Crunchyroll. It's simulcasting, which is pretty cool, and that's called Digimon Ghost Game. So it's on Crunchyroll. As far as I'm aware, it's not available anywhere else, but that may change in the future. And then you're basically up to date with Digimon. From here, if you haven't already, you can watch Digimon Adventure : It did come out before Ghost Game, so you could also watch that before Ghost Game if you haven't already, whatever. But, as I mentioned, Digimon Ghost Game, as of recording this, is still running, so you might find some time to get back to anything that you haven't already watched. However, now you're done with Digimon Ghost Game, you're up to date with all of Digimon, and as of recording this, there's no more Digimon after this, so well done. Now you can choose to go over any of the more advanced recommendations over on my more advanced YouTube video of this version of this, which tackles the CD dramas, the WonderSwan games, but it's completely optional. You could also try to get your hands on some of the direct-to-TV releases of the movies, but they're all basically TV rips, so they're not in incredible quality or anything, and they're not home releases. But in terms of all the easily accessible and legally accessible ones, you've watched it all through this video. So congratulations, you're up to date, yay! But in any case, that's all of the anime. It's pretty simple when you cut out the CD dramas and the video games, but that's it. Yay! Congratulations to you! So in any case, let me know what your favourite season of the Digimon anime is in the comments below. Also mention what your favourite Digimon anime is in the comments below. I'd be interested to hear that. I love Revenge of Diaboromon. It is a tragedy that it never got a wider English release other than just being on TV a few times. It's a true shame. In any case, that's the video. Happy Odaiba Day. Like this video, leave a comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and of course, I'll see you on the next video. Bye!